My stepmother, Victoria, was a master class in passive-aggressive cruelty. For 7 years, she treated me like an unpaid servant, while her biological daughter, Harper, lived like royalty. The worst part? She convinced my dad that I was just difficult and rebellious. I spent my entire teenage life walking on eggshells, keeping my head down, and working 40 hours a week at a local tire shop just to save up for a tiny studio apartment. The turning point came last month. Victoria was throwing this massive, high-society charity gala to impress her country club friends. She had spent months planning it, but on the morning of the event, her coordinator quit. Victoria panicked. She literally cornered me in the kitchen, crying, begging me to handle the logistics, lighting, and guest check-ins. She promised, swore on everything, that if I helped her pull this off, she would finally give me my late mother's vintage charm bracelet, the only piece of my mom I had left, which Victoria had kept locked in her safe for years. I decided to trust her, one last time. I worked myself to the bone for 12 straight hours. The gala was a flawless success. Victoria was basking in the glory, taking all the credit. At midnight, while the guests were leaving, I went up to her and asked for the bracelet. She looked at me, let out a cold laugh, and said, "Oh, please, Leo. You just checked people in. Harper deserves that bracelet way more than you do." My blood went completely cold, but instead of screaming, I just smiled. See? What Victoria didn't realize was that I was the one who set up the entire tech system for the event. The valet parking app, the catering payment portal, and the main venue security system were all run through an admin profile on my phone. I walked out to the parking lot, climbed into my truck, and opened the master app. With 3 taps, I wiped the catering payment authorization, causing a massive fraud alert that shut down the kitchen. Then, I remotely locked every single electronic exit gate to the estate, trapping Victoria, her country club board members, and all the staff inside. Finally, I deleted the master admin profile completely. As I drove away into the night, my phone was absolutely blowing up with frantic texts from my dad and Victoria. I blocked both of their numbers, pulled over, and finally breathed. They had to pay a $5,000 emergency locksmith fee just to let the guests out at 3 a.m. And Victoria's reputation in the high society circle was completely ruined. I never got